Who would actually win in a fight? Aang versus Korra. I recently did an element by element battle between the two, and many of you didn't quite agree with my assessment, even if it was objectively correct. Nonetheless, being stronger with more elements doesn't necessarily mean you're stronger overall. So let's take Aang vs Korra head to head and see who comes out on top. For simplicity's sake, we're comparing them at the end of their respective series. And yes, I know Korra is much older. Complain about it in the comments, it is what it is. To make it at least somewhat fair, we'll host it at a neutral site with all 4 elements available. Let's go with the Royal Agni Kai Arena in the Fire Nation capital. Korra usually favors aggression in combat, leaning on fire early, while Aang tends toward a more defensive approach, often using airbending for evasion. The start of this fight would mirror that, with Korra pressing on the gas with quick fire punches, Aang dodging away with quick jumps and acrobatic movement. Korra continues the onslaught, launching more balls of fire combined with earth boulders and the occasional air strike, attempting to tag Aang, but he's simply too slippery, avoiding every attack. In the mid-fight is where Korra taps into the Avatar state, using it as a power boost. Aang, no longer being able to dodge every attack, puts up a strong defense with earth and water, strongwalling heavy blows and responding with a few calculated attacks, using seismic sense to predict Korra's movements. She gets tagged a couple of times but shrugs it off like it was nothing, getting back on her feet instantly. And here is where the fight is truly decided. Either Korra's offensive barrage overwhelms Aang's defenses and he gets hit, and it only really takes a single one since Aang is such a glass cannon. However, if he manages to hold on and survive until the late fight, getting the opportunity to enter the Avatar state himself, Korra stands no chance. The combined knowledge, strength and wisdom of all the past avatars is simply too big a hurdle for Korra to overcome. Aang's hesitancy to use the Avatar state is what makes this fight somewhat competitive, but in the end, I still favor Aang to be the one still standing, giving him a roughly 65% chance to win. Korra's more direct approach and ability to tank a lot of damage still give her a pretty good chance of winning this, but the lack of creativity with the elements and weaker Avatar state pulls her down for me, so I give Korra about a 35% chance to win.